Hey Christian, I'm Skylar. I'm the business manager. Do you mind if I join you?
Go ahead.
All right. So I have three primary responsibilities here at the dealership. First is going to be to review and complete all your paperwork. Second is going to be to assist in any of your funding needs. And then lastly will be to get you out of here as quickly as possible. Do you mind if I begin?
Go ahead.
So for titling purposes, I see here you have Christian Johnson, Johnson,
Correct.
with an address 153 Main Ave, and that's Glenwood Springs, Colorado.
Correct.
Okay, do you have any P.O. boxes or anything like that?
No.
No P.O. boxes. Okay. I see here you're getting a 2022 black Kia Sorento with 12 miles on there. Congratulations, that's a sweet car. And I also see you have a payoff through Toyota and with a 95.97 payoff. Did you confirm that, Christian, or did your salesperson?
My salesperson.
Your salesperson did?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any service plans, maintenance agreements on that trade that we could cancel and get you some money back?
I have a service contract I need to cancel.
Great, I can help you out with that. Christian, my next one is insurance. I have you for JMFE Insurance. Is that the correct insurance information?
Correct.
Okay, and have you already contacted your agent to get full coverage?
I have.
You did? Okay. And what's your deductible on there?
500.
500?
Yeah.
Okay. Over here, Christian, is going to be the figures you've agreed to with the down payment here of the $1,075, leaving you with the unpaid balance right here. So my next questions, Christian, are going to be about your credit. Would you feel more comfortable in my office, or do you want to stay here?
Here's fine.
Here's fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So looking at your credit application, I do see you've been at your address, 153 Main Ave. I see you've been there for 9 months, and you have a payment up to $716 a month. And you are renting, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. I also see you've been at your job here at Pinnacle Corporation as a maintenance tech, making $52,500 a year. Okay. Now, Christian, is that before taxes or after taxes?
Before.
Before? Okay. Any other income or anything like that?
No.
No? Okay. And then before we review the rest of it, would you say you have good credit, bad credit, somewhere in between maybe?
Bad credit.
Bad credit. What makes you say that?
I missed a couple payments on my auto loan during
Missing
COVID.
payments during COVID. Okay,
Yeah.
no worries. I was seeing that. I was seeing a couple of late payments on there. Are those accounts paid in full now?
They are.
They are? Okay. If the bank were to require any documentation of that, would you be able to provide it?
I would.
You would? Okay, awesome. Well, Christian, I think that's all the questions I have for you right now. Are you familiar with an iPad?
I am.
You are? Okay. Well, this is just a brief little survey that really helps me to expedite my paperwork process. I'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes if you can fill this out for me, and we'll get this going.
Sounds good.
All right. All right, Christian, thanks so much for your patience. So, looking at your payment up here, I do see you've been quoted a payment of $488 a month. I do want to let you know that you can take delivery of the vehicle at the payment you've been quoted with approved credit. And over here are the figures you've agreed to, and then your APR right here. Based on the responses you gave in the ownership survey, third-party sites like Edmunds.com, as well as other customers who have purchased product on this car, these are the products that are most likely to benefit you. So starting with the vehicle service contract, this is a platinum service contract. So if this is a 5-year, 75,000 mile platinum service contract. So if you any mechanical or electrical failure on any covered component, and you'd pay a $0 deductible on that. Next here is the carefree maintenance. The maintenance, you told me maintenance was important to you, and that you probably plan on doing it about 5,000 miles a year, and going to be doing it here at the dealership. Is that correct?
Correct.
So the maintenance plan will take care of all lube oil filter on your vehicle, as well as 15-point safety inspection, as well as tire rotations. Also a $0 deductible. The gap protection. Now, Christian, gap may waive the balance of your contract in the event of a total loss accident, and your insurance company does not pay for the total balance of the contract. You also told me that you have a $500 insurance deductible.
Correct.
Gap may also waive up to $1,000 of that deductible for you.
Okay.
And here are your payment options down here at the bottom. Now, obviously, I do recommend that you review the product contracts to review any additional coverages as well as exclusions. Do you have any questions about the driver's needs analysis option before I move on to the total coverage?
No.
No. So with the total coverage option, Christian, you're going to get the same thing that you get in the driver's needs analysis. However, you are going to pick up some additional products. Road hazard tire and wheel. Now, road hazard tire and wheel is going to be you pop a tire, you bend a rim from any covered road debris, This will take care of that for you. Unlimited miles as well as unlimited claims. The ding shield right here, now that will keep your car in like new condition. If you get any sort of ding or dent on that vehicle up to the size of a credit card, and that will take care of it, paintless dent repair. So there's no sanding or bonding or anything like that on your car. And then the last one here, Christian, is going to be the permaplate protection. And this is an interior as well as an exterior protection of your car. What that one's going to do is any sun oxidation, hard water spots, or anything like that that you get on the car, as well as on the inside. You told me you do have a couple kids, right? So stains on the seats, carpet, floor mats, anything like that will be taken care of for you as well.
Okay.
Also going to be a $0 deductible. And here are your payment options down here at the bottom. Now, Christian, do you have any questions about either of these options before I ask you to choose one?
I don't.
You don't? Okay. Which one works best for you?
I think I want to stick to my base payment.
Stick with your base payment?
Yeah.
No worries, no worries. I do have one question though. What is it about the service contract that concerns you?
Just the price.
Just the price? No problem. It is hard to justify the cost if you don't see the value. To see if it might be cost effective, you might have to ask you a few questions.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I do see you've budgeted for a payment of the $488, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and the payment with the service contract is the $500?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you think, after this manufacturer's warranty has expired, do you think that if you had any sort of mechanical failure or anything like that, say it was $1,000, do you think it'd be easier for you to make the $488 monthly payment plus that additional $1,000 payment, so a total payment of $1,488? Or do you think it'd be easier for you to make that $500 payment plus the $100 service contract deductible? Which payment do you think it'd be easier to make?
600 makes more sense.
600. So do you want to stay with the 5-year 60, or do you want to upgrade to the 6-year 100,000?
I still think I want to stick to the base payment.
Stick with the base payment. No problem, no problem. Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions?
Go ahead.
Okay. So the service contract cost is going to be $2,000. Is that right, for 5 years?
Correct.
Okay. Do me a favor and go ahead and pull out your calculator. And if you could do 2,000 divided by 5 for me. What's that give you?
400.
400. And then also take that 400 for me and then divide that by 12 months. What does that give you?
33.33.
33.33, correct. And Christian, would it be fair to say that about 30 days in any given month?
Yeah.
Can you do me one last favor and do that number and then divide it by 30 for me again? What does that give you?
Gives me $1.11.
$1.11. So Christian, would you agree that this level of coverage is worth $1.11 a day?
Yeah.
I couldn't agree with you more. So do you want your payment to start in 30 or 45 days?
45.
45?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and sign right there, and then select the payment you want and sign there for me. All right.